Hey guys, welcome back to Just Being a Mom podcast. And today we are starting a 3-week series and we're talking about, I'm the worst. We're talking about pregnancy. Oh my God. So I just literally forgot what we were talking about, but, right? Mommy mindset. If you don't know what mommy mindset is, please refer to last week's episode. Listen, it was great. It was good. You should totally listen to mommy mindset episode 16, I believe it was. But anyways, yeah, I just had like a mommy mindset moment and, I forgot what I was talking about. But yes, so today we're starting a 3-week series on pregnancy. I'm going to be talking about the first and second and third trimesters of pregnancy and, how it went for me and some things that helped me to get through it, and it's just some things that I experienced, the good, the bad, the ugly. And I mean, my entire pregnancy was ugly, so I don't know. I don't know really what's going to come out of this episode, but we shall see, okay? But anyways, most of you know how my pregnancy went. If you're a friend of mine, you were there during my pregnancy, so you know how rough it was for me. So in that first trimester, I do want to say, let me say this. So if there's kids in the room, I am going to be like a little TMI, talking about some things that are inappropriate for children to hear. So if they're in the room, you may want to listen later or, tell them to get out. I would just tell them to get out because this is my time, right? This is your time, girlfriend. Enjoy your time. Anyways, so me and Akeen, we didn't really plan on getting pregnant. This was an unplanned pregnancy, but that's the thing. Like, I knew I was pregnant when he came inside of me. That's the part you don't want your kids to hear, so TMI. But I knew he was pregnant when, he finished and it was inside of me, and I was just like, wait, this is how babies are made. So I'm pregnant, right? So I tell him the next day, I'm just like, hey, I'm going to be pregnant, right? And he's like, no, Shelby, you have to be ovulating to be pregnant. I'm like, shut up. Like, when I'm ovulating. You have no idea. So, of course, 6 weeks later, I was totally pregnant. He should have just listened to me. And I feel like it was totally his fault because we were not planning and he knew what he was doing. He knows how babies are made. So, side note, I feel like it's always the guy's fault. They're always getting us pregnant. It's up to them. It's not up to us. Because they can just come out of us and go somewhere else, But they go inside because, I guess they didn't take sex education and they don't know how babies are made. But now Akeen knows that that's how it happens. So if he's smart, he won't make that mistake again. No, I totally hope he makes that mistake again. That was a good mistake. But anyways, so yeah, we weren't trying, but in a sense we weren't preventing. So it was like a surprise baby. So I have PCOS and, I don't get my period normally. I mean, now I do because ever since I went vegan, I've been getting my period like very normally. I haven't been having any cysts and, I'm not vegan anymore. I slowly, started adding fish back into my diet. It went from like cheese and then went back to eggs and then it went back to like fish because my son started eating fish and then so I started eating fish too. So I just slowly started adding things back and my body is still like doing its normal thing. So I'm not sure that I have PCOS. My midwife always says like, I'm not really sure that you had PCOS because, I don't show any symptoms, but years ago I had a ultrasound done on my uterus and it showed like that I had polycystic ovaries. So, okay, I said all that to say that usually I don't have a period and that was one of the big symptoms. So like So when I missed my period, I didn't think anything of it. I was just like, oh, no, I guess my PCOS is back. Oh, so I guess I should tell you what PCOS is. It's polycystic ovaries. It's where cysts grow around your ovaries instead of eggs or something like that. Look it up. I'll leave a link in. I'll leave a link for you guys to read more. But so yeah, basically like these cysts burst and you have like really painful periods, or you don't get a period. Some of the symptoms are you grow hair on your face, and like you have bad cystic acne, and you're very prone to cyst. So when I missed my period, I didn't think anything of it. So I just was okay, whatever. I guess my PCOS is back. So I just went along with my day as normal, and I just, did whatever. So I got to tell you about this too. So I've suffered with acid reflux my entire life. And but when I went vegan, going vegan really changed my life, guys. You should try it. My acid reflux completely went away. So it was amazing. And I didn't have acid reflux for 8 months. And so I was just being vegan is great. I love my life. Anyways, so when I found out I was pregnant, I was at work. And I bent over one day and all of this acid just came up. And I was just like, wait, I didn't eat anything. I didn't, to make me have this acid reflux. What is going on with me? And, but I didn't think of it. And then I thought, I was just like, wait, my period hasn't been here for a while. So then, of course, I'm just like, oh my God, I better not be pregnant. So I go to the store, I get a pregnancy test, and then on my lunch break, and then I check it at work. And so I'm in the bathroom stall at work. This is just the worst story. So I'm in the bathroom stall at work, and I'm just like, oh my God, I'm crying in the stall. It was the worst thing ever. I'm just like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm pregnant. I should have waited because I should have shared that moment with Akeem, but it was really cute how I told him I got it on videotape, and it was really funny. So yeah. So yeah, that was how I found out, and I told Akeem. He was very excited. But my body, just after I found out, I just started to realize all of the things that were changing in my body. All of a sudden, I had this saliva, I had this abundance of spit, and I was swallowing spit all day to where I had to spit it out. And so I remember one day, it was so much spit, I was just wiping my mouth all day and swallowing all day, and then my midwife just told me to spit it in a bottle, and I was just that's disgusting. And then so I spit it in a bottle for a day, and I was just I can't get with this. This is just gross. I can't carry around this spit, even though it was more convenient to spit in there. I was just oh, this is ridiculous. I can't just, people are going to ask me about this spit bottle, and I'm just not going to be able to tell them what's happening. But anyways, so yeah, I had all this spit. I was super nauseous, super nauseous. It was so bad. I wasn't throwing up, which was great. But sometimes I wish I would have been able to throw up. That's not how you say it. But I wish I could have thrown up. Because I just felt oh, that would have made me feel better. But, yeah, I didn't. And so I was just nauseous, and whatever I would eat, I would just want to throw it up, unless it was pizza. I'm working hard to keep that down because I love pizza. But anyways, so yeah, the acid reflux was just on fire. It was so bad, the lining in my esophagus would burn it. And so for a few days until it would heal, my food would burn going down. It was horrible. It was just the worst thing. If you've ever experienced acid reflux, it's the worst. And for some reason, I couldn't smell out of my nose. My nose, it wasn't stopped up. I think one side was stopped up, but in the other side, I couldn't smell, and it was very constant. I couldn't smell my entire pregnancy. That is the weirdest thing. They don't put that in books. You may not be able to sniff for the next 9 months. And I just remember once I had the baby, like I could smell again. It's so weird. It's just this weird things. And like my vagina, this is the part where you don't want your kids to hear. My vagina was really wet all the time. And it was just, I don't know, like I would have to go to the bathroom and just keep wiping and wiping down there. It was just gross, you guys. It was the worst first trimester ever. And to top it all off, I was depressed during that first trimester. So, depression during pregnancy is called something. I wrote it down. Wait. Antepartum depression. So that's what it's called when you're depressed during your pregnancy, and postpartum depression is what it's called when it's after your pregnancy. But it was very rough for me because I just felt like we weren't ready, we weren't prepared, we don't own a home, we don't have space for a baby, we don't have money for a baby. What are we going to do? All these things. I want to stay home with the baby. How am I going to do it? I just had so much worry and so much anxiety about being a good mom and actually taking care of this baby. I was just feeling scared, and I'm not going to get emotional because I am way over this depression. But I just remember feeling just so scared and so inadequate, and why would God give me this baby right now? Even though I had always prayed to be a mother, God's like, what? What do you mean? Why am I giving you this? Didn't you want this baby? But anyways, those were just a bunch of lies from Satan. I was ready to have my baby because guess what? God doesn't give you anything that he doesn't believe yet you're ready for. So I was ready to have my baby. We did have enough money for our baby. We do have enough money for my baby, and we will always have enough money for the baby because that's just God's plan for us. So I'm here to tell you it. And if you are going through that depression postpartum, or if you're feeling sad during your pregnancy, I would definitely say talk to somebody, get help, get like a therapist. I did it the completely wrong way because I was never diagnosed. I didn't even know what was wrong with me. And then afterwards I found out, I was depressed. So I wish I would have gotten help, but I did get through it. I had prayer. I did have my life group through my church. They really helped me a lot, and they were kind of just the only ones that I ever talked to about it with. So I did have them, and just God was definitely on my side throughout that first semester. Well, I mean, that first trimester, but I mean, throughout my entire pregnancy, obviously he was there. But yeah, don't believe those lies. And even if you don't believe in God, don't let negativity sink into your head and think that, you're not ready for something or you can't do something. You can do whatever you want, okay? You can raise that baby. You're a good mom. You're going to kill it. If you're pregnant right now, you're going to be amazing, okay? And if you don't think so, just listen to the podcast. Every week I'm going to drop some gems and, you'll get something out of it, right? But, What do I want to say now? Mommy mindset. Please listen to episode 16. It was great. Mommy mindset. And mom guilt. That's one of my favorite episodes now. Mom guilt was really good. Okay, but anyways, let me know how your first trimester went or is going. I would love to talk to you guys about it. Hear some stories in the comments if you guys had a similar situation to mine, or if you didn't, if you were just happy your whole first trimester and it was glamorous, girlfriend. I want to know about it, and I want to know how you did that. But anyways, guys, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Like, comment, and subscribe at I'm Just Being a Mom. And I'll see you guys next week for part 2, second trimester. All right, see you guys later. Bye.